Hey guys, this is Bill with Feed My Starving Children in Mesa. We are so happy to have you guys back in our packing room. As you can imagine, we put a number of different safety policies and procedures in place for your safety and for our safety. We want to take a few moments to kind of show you what to expect when you show up to pack with us soon. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and have Larry be our volunteer. Hi, Larry.
Hi.
All right. What Larry's going to do is he's going to go ahead and walk on up, and we're going to have someone greeting him at the door. Trish is going to go ahead and walk through a number of different symptoms related to COVID to see if you've experienced any of those in the short term.
No.
If not, then you're clear to come on into our packing.
Thank you.
Larry's going to go ahead and grab a sandy wipe to go ahead and wipe down his hands. And then he's going to go on over to the temperature check station where we will take his temperature. All clear? Awesome. Larry can go ahead and pack with us. Larry's going to come on over to our registration system where he'll get a hairnet, take off all his jewelry, and we'll go ahead and get him logged in. One particular thing to note with the new process and procedure is we do have our mobile check-in codes available so that when you show up, you can go ahead and check in on your mobile phone, or like I said, we can go ahead and take care of you. So what we're going to do there is we're going to go ahead and assign Larry and your group, whoever you volunteer with, to a number. That number is going to correspond to a table, a bench, and a locker. So we'll go ahead and show you what our packing room goes and looks like at this point. As you can see, our orientation space has all of the different table numbers located on the benches. So with your group, you will sit at a particular socially distanced bench where you can then go ahead and wait for our orientation. Something that I also want to take note of right here is that our marketplace has moved to the side. As you can see, everything is socially distanced for you to be able to shop our marketplace. We've noted X's on the ground throughout the entire site so that you can take note of that. I'm going to come back over to the locker section and show you once again that we've gone ahead and we've labeled all the lockers. So if you are at table 1A, you will have 3 lockers for your collective group to share, and you can go ahead and put your belongings in there. Next thing that I want to go ahead and note before coming into the packing room is that we have no access to our water fountains. So we suggest that you come with a pre-filled water bottle. That way you can access it during your packing session. Your orientation is going to be very similar to what you've had before. We have additional slides as well as some safety precautions related to COVID that we'll go through. Once you're dismissed, you're going to be dismissed by groups to hand washing stations. Hand washing stations have been marked off for social distancing, and we do have a B labeled wall and an A labeled wall based on what group you're with. So again, hand washing will be dismissed by groups to avoid any big crowds. As noted before, our water fountains are marked off. So we note again, once you show up here, we suggest that you come with a water bottle. All right, we're gonna head into our packing room now, and I'm gonna show you our table setups. We have actually indicated our table setups in 2 different forms to accommodate different sizes and parties. One table is labeled a T table. The next setup is an L-shaped table, and I will show you what each one of those setups looks like. So based on your party size, we will assign you to either an L or a T. First, we'll start with the T side. As you can see, the T side is actually a T and looks very similar to what you've done before in packing with us. You'll have people scooping ingredients. So if your party is a site of 5 or more, or actually 5 or less, you will go ahead and start packing your ingredients just like you did before. Funnel under a bag under the funnel, vitamins, veggies, soy, and rice, and then we do have a weigher, and then the sealer at the end. Again, this is set up for parties of 5 or less. Those would be individuals that you know, so you do not need to social distance. On the other side, we actually have an L-shaped. This particular setup is made for individuals, 2 single individuals, or a party of 2 or 3. The idea behind this is we want to keep social distance, so you'll have someone who is holding the bag, scooping all the ingredients, and then sending them down to be weighed and sealed by another person at the end. Again, making sure that we go ahead and keep our social distance. In order to remind you of the social distance, we've also placed X's on the ground. So that should hopefully give you a better idea as far as our packing and what that looks like in terms of setup. Once we're done, we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing that we've always done. We'll dismiss you by groups and tables all the way out to the orientation space. We'll have a closing just like we've always done, and your session will end. So once again, we're so excited to see you. Our VRS and registration system is open at this point, so please feel free to go online and register. Right now our capacity is at 25. We ask that you go ahead and volunteer with your group, and your group can be up to 5 people. So once again, we're super excited to see you. We can't wait.